everyone, CY Sterling here. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me for another video. Today we're talking eagles, more specifically American silver eagles. These are the official silver bullion coin of the United States, first minted in 1986, 1 ounce 999 pure silver. The obverse featuring a design based on Adolph A. Weinman's Walking Liberty $half, produced all the way back in 1916 up until 1947. An iconic design, and this is easily one of the most recognizable silver bullion coins in the stacking world. A beautiful coin featuring Lady Liberty in a walking pose, enveloped in the American flag, carrying some oak branches, the inscription Liberty behind her, and In God We Trust. Now, these really are beautiful coins, and I just had to have one in my collection. Now, when I first started, not that long ago, my plan was to focus mainly on Britannias because that's the bullion coin of the country where I'm from, but I had to have at least one of each of the other major bullion coins like the US Eagle, the Libertad, the Philharmonic, the Krugerrand, and so on. Now, knowing that in 2021 there was a redesigned reverse, I wanted to get a 2021 Type 1 featuring the heraldic eagle with a shield, grasping some olive branches in the right talon, some arrows in the left, and the ribbon with the inscription E Pluribus Unum, which translates to out of many one, 13 stars above it, and the inscriptions United States of America, 1 ounce fine silver, and a $1 face value. And then the Type 2, which features an eagle coming into land, carrying a branch. Around the eagle, the same inscription, United States of America. We have the E Pluribus Unum, and then $1, 1 ounce fine silver. Also a beautiful design. Now, as they say, things didn't exactly go according to my original plan of just getting one of each of the 2021s, Type 1, Type 2, because as I got more and more into collecting coins, I kept seeing silver eagles coming up for sale, and then before I knew it, it turned into a date run. And I'm happy to say that I very recently completed the full date run from the first coin minted in 1986 to the latest one 2023. Here they all are laid out. Really is a lovely sight to finally completed the run after a year and a half of collecting. The very first issue, 1986. Now, there are some key dates from what I understand. Now, this being one of them, being the first year. But then we have the 1994, which is the second lowest mintage. The 1986 had a mintage of just under 5.4 million, but the 94 had a mintage of just over 4.2 million, so a fair bit lower, but not the lowest. That title goes to the 1996 with a mintage of just over 3.6 million. So, from what I've read, these are the three main key dates in the bullion coins. There are other key dates in like the proofs and such, but I've not gone into those. And even though the mintage on this is 3.6 million, that's relatively low because the mintages just went up as the years went on and peaked at somewhere in the 47 million coin range, I think in 2015. Not all years were that high, but they fluctuated, but generally in an upward trend. So when you consider some years had mintages in the tens of millions, this one being just 3.6 is relatively low. Now, I was able to pick up the majority of these for reasonably good prices from places like the Silver Forum, from my online bullion dealer here in Cyprus, but a few I paid a little bit more for than others. For example, the 94, the 96, the 86, but also coins like this one here, which somehow has achieved this amazing blue toning. I'm not going to take it out of the cap, so I'm just going to open it up so you can see it better. Just some stunning color on this, and this I actually bought from Coins and Treasures, my online bullion dealer here in Cyprus. It was from his personal collection, and he knew that I needed it for my date run, so he let me have it, albeit for a slightly higher premium, but I just couldn't resist. I had to pick it up. It's stunning. Now, the story wasn't all roses, as they say, because early on I did pick up this piece, a 2000 silver eagle, but being a novice and the fact that it came from a trusted source, I just bought it, put it in with the rest of the collection, and didn't give it a second thought. But then as the collection grew, I started to notice that this one looked quite different to the others. The color was off, the size seemed to be off, and it wasn't until I bought a batch of Eagles from the Silver Forum that I decided to test them. And I thought, while I'm testing them, I might as well test all the others. And this one just literally didn't measure up. The weight is pretty accurate. It comes up as 1 ounce, which is 31.1 grams. This one weighs just over 31.1 grams. But the size is off. Now, the size of a US Eagle, the diameter is 40.6 millimeters, and the thickness is 2.98 millimeters. This one doesn't quite measure up. If I put it next to a genuine one, I mean, now that I know what I'm looking at, it's clear as day. But at the time, I just was none the wiser. So if you put it next to the other one, you can see the size is off, the thickness is off, and the strike isn't quite right. But then also, looking at the reverse, you can see the eagle doesn't look right, the shield doesn't look right, the font, it's just completely off. So I learned a valuable lesson that even when buying from trusted sources, people can make mistakes and unwittingly sell something that shouldn't have been sold. Now, I got in touch with the seller, and even though quite some time had gone by since I'd made the purchase, he still refunded me and allowed me to keep the coin. And the next time we met up, he was just out of curiosity wanted to have a look at it, just to kind of see it, because he couldn't believe that it got past him. So it just goes to show that no matter how experienced and well versed people are, mistakes do happen. But he dealt with it like a true professional, and I still buy from him without worrying. I still do test things now that I know better, but that's not to say that he was trying to pull one over on me or anything like that. So just be careful when buying your silver is all I'm saying. And the other little hiccup that I had was with the last piece that I needed, the 2022. I'd put wanted ads on the Silver Forum. I'd searched around some of the big bullion dealers. I just couldn't find one. I didn't want to pay eBay prices because they were asking silly money. And then I'd heard about Silver Trader. I looked on his website, I couldn't find one, so I thought I'd send him an email. And he said, yep, I've got one. Just add a 2023 to the basket, put a note requesting a 2022 instead, and I'll get that sent out to you. Unfortunately, what I received was a 2020. But again, I sent them an email saying I received a 2020 instead of a 2022 as we had discussed. And like a true professional, he just said, yep, no problem, my mistake. Send it back and I'll get a 2022 out in the post to you. And a couple of days later, all was made right. And I've since gone on to buy more stuff from the Silver Trader and will without a doubt buy more in the future. And again, mistakes happen, no one's perfect, but as long as things are handled properly, everyone's happy. So that's my collection or date run now complete. All I need to do is maintain it and pick up one every year. So that's the collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I'm CY Sterling. You've been great. Take care. Bless you, baby.
Thank you.
It's okay, I can cut that bit out. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. That's it from me. Until next time. No, wait. What was I saying?